Hello friends, it's Alyssa, the Berry Little Paper Crafter, and today I have a fun little loaded pocket mini album. So let's take a look at this one that I made. It says create every day in the corner there, and I really loved this paper, so I kind of just left as much of it showing as I could. On the spine here, I just stuck some little stickers on the side, and there's my back. I also included some pink lace trim on the front and on the back as well. And on the inside, this is where the fun begins. You've got your mini loaded pocket or envelope, I guess. It's a loaded envelope on this page here. And I'm just going to show you some of the things that I put inside. So just a butterfly die cut and some little journaling cards and paper scraps. And then I also left the back of this envelope open so that you can stick things in the back too if you'd like. So I just stuck a little tag in there. And I did decorate the front of the envelope too, which you don't have to do. You can just leave it so that you can actually see the design of your envelope, but that's just an option. And then on the other side, I have this little wild and free card. You could definitely put another little envelope on this side too, but I decided not to. And I mean, you could put envelopes on each page front and back, but I just have 3 in my little mini album here. So this is my second envelope here, and I've got some tea inside along with a journaling card. So tea bags will fit super nicely in here. And then just another little butterfly die cut tucked in the back. And this is just a little tag here that I made. So all of the items that I put on the opposite page, like this one and this one, I put them on with foam tape, just because if you are actually going to be giving this as a gift, the recipient can, use these in their own crafting or journaling. They can just detach them easily. Over here, I've got some cute little butterfly embellishments, and this envelope here has just some more little cards and one in the back as well. So you really have a lot of space to tuck in little goodies into this mini album. Over here, this is just a little tag I made. It says, "Make today beautiful." And then on this page, I thought maybe I would put a photo on here, and it says, "Best day ever." So again, as I said before, you could totally just put more loaded envelopes, fill up the whole booklet with them, or just keep some space for photos, journal entries, little memories that you can write. So stick with me and I'll show you how to make one. You're going to need 3 sheets that measure 5 by 5. So these are going to be the pages in your mini album. You're going to need 3 pages that are 6 by 6. So this was my 3rd one, but I already turned it into the envelope, and I'll show you how to do that with these 2. And then you'll also need 1 sheet that measures 5 by 10.5 inches. And this is going to be the base of your album. Let's just go ahead and actually start with our 5 by 10.5 sheet and just score that first. So this paper is going to go on the 10.5 inch side on your scoreboard. And then we're just going to score at 4.5 and 6. And you can fold those scores down And then just put this aside. Next, you're gonna grab your 5x5 sheets, and we're gonna be scoring all of these the same way. So just take one of them. I'm gonna flip mine over so you can see. Put it at any 5-inch side and score it at 1/2 inch. And I guess if you have a paper that has a directional pattern, you're gonna want the 1/2 inch score to be on the left side, because we're gonna be gluing that down into our album, and that's how we're gonna flip our pages. So just keep that in mind. And go ahead and score the rest of your 5x5s at 1/2 inch. And then you can put these aside. I should also mention that this project would be perfect for double-sided paper, but if you are using single-sided like me, it's still gonna be fine. It's gonna look pretty no matter what. Let me show you how to fold your paper to make one of these. So let's just grab one of our 6x6 papers, and there's really no scoring involved here. All that we're gonna do is fold one corner over to the opposite corner. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me just move my scoreboard, actually, just because this paper is white and so is my scoreboard. We folded one corner over to the other corner. And now you've got a triangle here. You're going to take this top corner, just the top flap there. So you're gonna fold it down to the bottom of your triangle. Like this. So you've got this other little flap here. And then we're just gonna be folding the left and the right corners up and in. So kind of just put this flap back, and let's start with the right corner, and we're just gonna bring it up and in. And you want to line up this side with the bottom crease here of this fold, right about there. So see how this side is aligned with the fold from this guy, so he can still fold down easily over this guy. Hopefully that makes sense. And then do the same exact thing to the left side. Just fold it up and in, and make sure that it lines up as well. Same thing that we did on the right side. All right, so then that way this top flap can still be flipped down, and you've got your little envelope there. So let me show you again with my last 6x6 paper. So again, we're gonna fold one corner over to the opposite corner. Fold this top corner down. Put him back forward. Take your right corner here and fold it up and in, just right underneath the crease of that little triangle there. And same thing with the left. Okay, and then bring your top triangle down. that's it. For this sheet here, that was our 5 by 10.5, you can use patterned paper and just have that be the whole entire base. But I actually cut out like a smaller sheet of pattern paper and I put it on top of my plain cardstock. So that's how I'm going to be doing my mini album today. So I will give you the measurements of those papers as well. But first, let's start assembling our little album here. So you want to take all your 5 by 5 papers that we scored at 1/2 inch and just fold those score lines down. And then what we're gonna do now is just take your envelopes and glue them right onto your pages. So again, you have an option to keep the back of this a pocket as well, or you can just glue down the entire envelope here to your pages. So first, I'm just gonna glue down this flap of my envelope. Okay, and then I'll flip it over. And to keep the back open, I just put glue on 3 sides. So the right, the left, and the bottom. And just leave the top alone. And I'll just pop it right onto one of my pages. And I try to keep it closer to the bottom of the page. I mean, not that there's so much room on these pages, but just to keep it at the bottom of the page more so that you have room to stick other goodies in the back and they can still pop out. There we go, that's gonna be my first page. And my second page here, again, I'll just glue down this flap of my envelope and glue it on to my page. Okay, so I have my 3 pages all set, and let's bring back our little album here. And we're just going to be gluing each page into the spine here. So this little 1/2 inch tab that we made, just fold it over and pop some glue onto the back. So your first page, just put as close to this score as possible, just like this. And do the same thing with the other 2 pages. So this tab's gonna go right next to our first page like this. And now for our last page here. Okay, so obviously just wait for everything to dry, but this is gonna be our little album here. And how cute is that? So now we can go ahead and just cover up all of the blank pages. Now, so you see how this would be a great project for a double-sided paper, but that's okay. With single-sided paper, we just need to do a little extra work. Let me bring my scoreboard / paper trimmer back. And basically for each blank page, the measurements are the same. So I'm just gonna grab this extra scrap that I have, and our measurement is going to be 4 1/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, because the way that I did this first one is I just left a little border around each of my pattern papers. That's just how I did mine. If you want to fill up the whole page, feel free to do that. The measurement's always just going to be 4 1/2 by 5. So this sheet here is just a little bit smaller, so it's going to look like this. Okay, and then just depending on how many pages you need to cover up in your little album, you'll just cut out the same exact size. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And actually my covers are gonna be the same size too. So I'll actually need 6 more of those size papers. So just so I don't bore you, I will fast forward through that part and come right back. All right, I am back and all of my blank pages are covered, and I did use pretty much the same papers all throughout. So there we have that. I did just want to leave my spine as is, but if you did want to cover it up with another piece of paper, that measurement would just be 1 1/4 by 4 3/4. All right, so let's go ahead and start decorating on the inside. So for the loaded envelopes, I'm just gonna put maybe a gift card inside along with some other goodies like tags, stickers, die cuts, whatever you want to do. Or maybe I'll switch these around like that. I'm gonna stick a little happy holiday sticker on that side. And again, this is a sticker, but I'm gonna attach it with foam tape because again, if you are giving this as a gift, your recipient can just reuse this little sticker wherever they want, or just keep it inside this little mini album because it looks cute. And then you can totally decorate your envelopes as well, or you can just leave them as they are. I'm just going to use up some of my scraps here, and I might just make like a little label. So something like that maybe. And probably just glue this on somewhere, but I want to write to and from on there. Just pop that little snowman on there. and my tag or label. Maybe I'll put some little mittens. Right there. Moving right along. On this side here, I'm gonna put this little Santa tag. Using foam tape again. You can also just leave these sides as they are for photos, or just put like a journaling card on there. In here, I just made like a little bookmark with my scrap paper. Put a little sticker inside as well. I'm just gonna cut out fa la 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 here. Maybe I'll chop out the corners, just these corners, so it looks like a little ticket. I'm gonna cut out this little peppermint. And I guess this half of one too, just because we don't want to waste him. All right, let's just move on to our last little envelope here. I wish I had another tea bag. I don't. Let me just steal this one and just pop that in. I wonder if these gingerbread people will fit. Yeah, those are cute. In the back, I'm just gonna pop this in as like a journaling card. These little elves on this bike are so cute. Let me add a little present up here. So it looks like he's throwing that present up to you. Just use my little hole punch here to cut out some little circles, just as other little embellishments. All right, now we're on the last pages here. Stick this little tag over here. I'm just gonna tie some ribbon into a bow at the top. Or maybe I'll put it on this side. I wonder if I can just glue some string down and make this look like a present. I don't know. Let me just try it and see. All right, and then maybe I'll I'll just tie a little bow, like separately, and like glue it to the center here. So it looks like a little present or a little package. For my cover, I'm just going to glue down this strip of paper to this side. And like I did with my first album that I showed you, you can add trim or ribbon to the side as well. And then this little present's gonna go in the corner. Now I think I'm gonna take this green bow here, and I might just actually glue it to my little present there. Actually, I'm gonna take this off and I'm just going to maybe punch a little hole at the top there, and hopefully I don't mess this whole thing up. But yeah, let me just punch a little hole. If you have a little hole puncher, obviously just use that. And I can stick this right in. And I'll just attach it to the back where the foam tape is as well. How cute is that? And let's put him back on our little mini album. And I think that's all that I'm gonna be doing for this little mini album. So here it is once again, our cute little Christmas loaded envelope mini album. And let's just do another quick little flip through. So another thing that I just love about these little loaded envelopes as well is that because they are angled at the sides here, all of your items that you put inside are going to stay put as you flip the pages. Everything is nice and snug inside, so they'll stay in place. And I think it's a fun little album to give to someone for the holidays. And I had so much fun making it, so I hope that you guys enjoyed as much as I did. Please like and subscribe for more. And don't forget to say hi in the comments down below. I'll see you all in my next video. Happy crafting!